In case you're wondering by the title, I'm not going to be selling you on Bitcoin or some weird MLM scheme. Instead, I'm going to offer you a reframe that might light a fire under your ass to start investing. The once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is to invest as early as you possibly can, and that means starting now. Think about it this way. This is truly once in a lifetime because now is the youngest you'll ever be. If you haven't invested until your 30s, you can't go back to your 20s to get those gains. On the flip side, today's opportunity is yours to take, and you have the magic of compound interest to thank for that. Let's look at this illustration. Starting 10 years earlier means that someone puts in less than half the money, half the number of years, and still ends up making 40% more money by the end of this period. Pretty crazy. Compound interest works best over long periods of time, something that the young have more than the old. But here's the key. The time that you have now, you'll never get back. So if you haven't started investing yet, this is your wake-up call. I implore you to start as early as you can. We all have that one important thing that's been on our mind that we said that we're gonna do, and then we wave it off. I'll take care of it later. Then 5 years pass, 10 years pass, you wake up and a decade has flown by. Imagine the pain of knowing colleagues and friends who are no smarter, no more talented than you are, being able to retire earlier with millions while you slave away. And not because life wasn't fair to you, but because it was your younger self that robbed your future self of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't just take it from me. These are quotes from Daniel Pink's massive study on regrets. As people grew older, inaction regrets began to dominate. By age 50, inaction regrets were twice as common as action regrets. By the way, inaction regrets means regrets related to not taking action on something that you could have taken. Among these ages 30 through 65, regrets about career and finances were most prevalent, likely because at that stage in life, opportunities were still alive in those realms. Meaning when people were younger, they knew that they could have taken those chances. They could have started investing, changed their careers, but they just let time drag on. This is reported by thousands and thousands of people. Let's learn from the mistakes of others. If you're on the fence about investing, then I really hope this inspires you to action, or at least look more into it, read one book on it, subscribe to my channel. This is even more important when your brain is facing all sorts of things, including a lot of bad negative news. Optimism is the most precious thing someone can rob you of when you're young. Maybe you've inherited some financial beliefs, like the stock market is gambling. If you develop a negative, closed-minded view of money, that will lead you to miss the biggest opportunities of your life. And that doesn't only hurt you in the present, but you'll also rob your future self of opportunities that only time can give. That's why I feel so concerned for younger people who feel hopeless and financially black-pilled. They're right to feel that way, but feeling that way is not going to make them more financially competent or any more comfortable. So the thing here is that beliefs other than dollars are the other thing that compound over time. Our behavior calcifies. We develop habits of mind. So all things being equal, it's going to be harder to change someone's mind at 25 than it would be at 35. Just speaking from experience. You can tell me to kick it, but if you stayed this long watching this video, know that investing as early as you can is your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because you're only going to be as young as you are now. I'm Moz Chen, and I help you mind your money.